see, to tell me, he thought it was one of the most miserable people he'd ever met. It's very deep and it's long-lasting. There's an enormous difference in the two. A lot of people settle for fun when we can be really happy. And he told me, he said, you're always broke. Now I was earning $4,000 a year at the time, but I owed $6,000. That's not a good position to be in. If I had taken every cent I earned for 18 months to pay my debts, I would have just broken even. And people were always wondering, where's the money? I used to, so I knew where the money was. You wouldn't have to follow me. Leave me alone. Yet strange about people that are in debt, they get upset with the people they owe the money to. He said, do you ever read anything? And I said, no, I can't read. No, that wasn't true. I could, but not well. You know what I've found? I have found that the average person reads at a grade 7 level. And that's because we learn to read by the time we're in grade 7, and we never improve upon the skill from that point on. He gave me this book, and he said, listen, if you do exactly what I tell you, one thing, you've got to read this every day. You don't have to understand it, but you've got to read it. You don't have to read the whole book. Just read a little bit of it. I thought, well, I could do that. And you know, I have found out it doesn't matter whether you ever finish one of these books. What matters is you understand and apply what you've read. And see, in retrospect, that's what he was trying to get across to me. I didn't understand it at the time. But I thought, I'll give it a try. Now, I was in a fire department in Toronto at the time. And all I wanted was some money. I figured if I could get some money, all my problems would go away. Now, of course, that wasn't correct, but I thought it was at the time. And in the book, he says you got to set a goal, write it on the card, carry the card in your pocket. I've been doing that for 50-some years. And I've got everything I've written on the card, every time. I wrote on the card that I wanted to have my possession $25,000, and I gave myself until 1970 to do it. Now, this was in 61, so I gave myself almost a decade. See, I really didn't believe it would happen. I was treating it sort of like a game. But you know what happened? I started to think about earning some money. You say, well, weren't you thinking about that before? No, I was thinking about debt. And if you think about debt, that's all you're going to attract. If your goal is to get out of debt, you'll probably stay in debt forever. That's a psychological truth that most of us don't understand. Yet, I kept reading this card, so I started to think about earning money, so I started to hear people talk about earning it. And I heard a guy say there was good money cleaning floors. I said, I'm not proud about cleaning floors. And so I started to clean one office, Canada Starch on Comstock Road in Toronto. I got $15 a time to wash the floor. I thought anybody can clean offices. And I had water all over the place. I had no idea what I was doing. I figured I was earning about 10 or 15 cents an hour in that place. But I got $15 a time, and I washed it twice a month. Then I got a contract to clean Kirby's Construction. It was $65 a month. Now I'm earning an extra $95 a month. That was huge because I was only earning $400.